Welcome to the HohO Show, rated the #1 most listened to podcast on Pluto. So join us now as we discuss news, politics, current events, and so much more. So clear the airways and strap in as we defend the Constitution. Because freedom matters.
We are broadcasting live from the Kata studio, so welcome to the HohO Show, and as always, I am your host, HohO Crap. And welcome everybody, welcome Spreaker, welcome Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Periscope, not Mixer, Periscope, Facebook, yeah. How y'all doing? And I'm joined in studio by none other than Ray. How you doing today?
Hey.
And hello, Howard, over there in Facebook land. And yes, I have already, I didn't exactly screw up, but I screwed up. I didn't.
Not as bad as before.
Right, yeah. I've definitely screwed up much worse than, yeah.
Yeah. Getting better.
I forgot to put the chat window up, which is where the crap came from. Yeah. That's where the crap came from. That's where the crap came from. Other than that, it's.
At least you knew where you were today.
I definitely knew where I was. So yeah, how y'all's doing?
It's been a rough week.
It has been. It's been a rough week.
Yeah.
So, the title of the show. I didn't hear no fat lady. What fat lady?
You're obsessed with fat ladies.
I am obsessed with fat ladies. And hello, Dave, over there in YouTube land. Good to see you. So, yeah, I'm movie reference, guys. If y'all have ever seen Independence Day, you know, the whole fat lady reference with, being the end, the cigar thing. That's what I'm referencing, of course. And the reason being is this election thing still ain't over. Not yet. I mean, the Democrats are victory. They're saying, they're being all victorious and whatnot. But, I mean, there's been some glitches.
Yeah.
Howard put in here, fat girls need loving too. Yes, they do. But there's been some glitches with some of the stuff and it went in Biden's favor by like how many?
Just one state. There was like a 200,000 vote discrepancy.
And they said that this discrepancy could be in 22 different states, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So the FBI has been called in, and a bunch of stuff going on. And I just learned about this in the past, about hour and a half, maybe.
Not even that long.
So I mean, there's a lot of stuff going down.
Yeah,
it's only just begun. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shenanigans going on, guys. That's the point. There's all kinds of shenanigans. And by the way, I've done the phone line. I've done some work on the phone line, and I had to make my own cable, guys. Let's just put it that way. I had to make my own cable because fraud. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Dave. There's been all kinds of fraud, of course. But yeah, I had to make my own cable, and now even though it worked pretty good before, it works even better now. So the call-in number, if y'all want to call in and be part of the madness, is 217-965-6133. Again, that number is 217-965-6133.
International callers, dial 1 first, please.
And just like follow the prompts or whatever, if there's prompts. I don't even know if there's prompts. I have no idea.
No prompts?
I don't know. There might be prompts. I don't remember if I set it up like that. I've slept since then. But anyway, what were we talking about?
Shenanigans.
So with the election, and that's not even, that's not even counting and including, actually, that's not even including the some of the stuff that was going down in Pennsylvania. I know they had definite issues. What other state, like Wisconsin was another one that they were all kinds of shenanigans going on, and
yeah, Wisconsin, Arizona, Michigan.
Yeah.
Had that postal service worker saying his supervisor did some shenanigans too, and was backdating some election ballots.
Yeah, I heard that too. And Dave, he says, if I call in, you won't be able to get rid of me. I'll go on and on and on and on and on. I don't even care. Call in. You're amazing, Dave. And Howard put in here, he goes, so was Aaron Lewis actually in town last night? From what I know, yes. He was over in South Fork, the mud stuff. Yeah, the Mud Fest. He was at Mud Fest, if I am remembering correctly. And you actually heard that. I didn't. I was listening to something else during his show, and I didn't even actually catch Will Cow on Friday, which is a shame because I like Will Cow's Friday show. It's good. It's a good show. Anyway, I think Aaron Lewis was here, and today he was in some other place in Illinois. I seen a name. I don't remember what the name was. I don't remember the town. I think it's like north or northwest. Not north by northwest, but north or northwest.
How was your debut last week? Now that you're a star.
Oh
yeah.
That's pretty good. I caught it, and I was in there. I heard it. Did you hear it? Was you listening?
No, I couldn't get on.
Of course you wasn't.
No. It was my birthday.
The thing is, and this one messed with Dave as well. So, I mean, I feel for people on this one because, Alex wasn't playing that on his regular live talk show. Mm-hmm. He had done like a special thing just for that, and that was the extent of it. I'm not sure why he did that, but that's what he did. I know that, if it wasn't for me just kind of looking at stuff, I wouldn't have seen it. I know Dave missed it. I'm sure several other people missed it, but at any rate, it was a good show. It was very cool. I may have to let you listen to it a little later.
I heard you died.
I did die. It was, okay. I don't know if I died or not because, all right, now I can talk about it. Since it's done, I can talk about it. And so I had a small part. It was like 2 lines. That was a little bitty part, all right? And I died. Or at least, okay, I get conked in the head with a shovel and I fall to the ground. You hear a thump.
You died, voted for Biden, and then was resurrected again.
Exactly. And by the way, this just in, breaking news, Jeffrey Epstein voted for Biden. Anyway, I might actually have that in here now. I put some of those in there. I'm so excited. Anyway.
Don't push the red button.
If I push the red button, it'll definitely screw some stuff up now. So I don't want to press the red. I do actually have a red button. I do.
Don't press the red button.
I used to have 2 red buttons, which was confusing. So I took one of them away. All right. Let's see here. Let's get into it. So if you guys want to follow along with the madness, you guys can head on over to thehohoshow.com. Just click on that newsfeed tab at the upper right-hand portion of the screen, and there you'll see my magazine on Flipboard, which is my go-to hub, my one-stop shop for anything, everything, and all things news. It's been a long time since I've said all that, isn't it? Whew,
Good job.
It's been a while. Thank you.
Good job.
Anyway, see, I've got all kinds of articles in here, and the one I'm going to start off with, just because it really, really cracked me up. I mean, holy crap. This, to me, was absolutely hilarious. So, but I got to find it. because, I mean, it's in here. I know it's in here. I put it in here. It was amazing. There it is. I found it. Aren't you guys proud of me? I found it. Anyway, this article is from Vox. The headline is, this is funny. This is so funny. Headline is, Trump is attempting a coup in plain sight.
Whoa.
Wait, hold up. Wait a minute. It's a chopper. No, never mind. No, not that. It's a 22. No, a coup.
Bless you.
That's pretty good.
There you go. Lost
You just totally, that was good. Okay, anyway, I'm thinking of a movie now. I'm thinking, Robin Hood Men in Tights, with Achu. Wasn't that his name? Achu?
Bless you.
I'm going to slap you, silly. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, So, are they forgetting what they did in 2015, in 2016? Are they forgetting about the Steele dossier that was a political hit piece that was bought and paid for by the Clintons? Are they? Dave put in here that was a funny good one, Ray. He's giving you props. Yep.
Thank you.
That was a good one. But are they forgetting all the shenanigans that they did to Trump? I mean, are they forgetting about the
Oh no.
we're going to impeach him just because we don't like him? I mean, are they forgetting about all that? Are they forgetting about everything that the FBI did to him? Are they forgetting about all that?
Oh no. No. They know what they did. It's just that fits their agenda.
Of course, but
That's all that matters to them.
they're pointing the finger at Trump, trying to say that he's the one doing a coup. And, okay, look, I'm going to stand with every single Republican when I say this. I have no problem with the election whatsoever, as long as everything was right and done properly.
Right.
The problem is, it hasn't been.
Exactly.
I mean, why didn't we just go to the polls and vote? Why did we have to do this whole mail-in ballot without any type of, with all the shenanigans that happened? And by shenanigans, I mean, stuff that was obviously wrong, stuff that shouldn't have been done. They're wanting to go in there and count every single vote, regardless of how legal the vote is, regardless of it actually being done by a registered voter, regardless of whether it was done, like if it was a 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time that the person voted. They don't care. They just wanted votes to be counted, the Democratic Party, because they wanted to cheat. Why would you want to obfuscate? You like that word? That was a good word. Why would you want to obfuscate the rules unless you intended on cheating?
Right. Because they can't win on a fair election.
Exactly. And what's amazing is 2020 was the first time there was and I don't know because I didn't see the numbers. I don't know exactly, what the numbers were. I don't know. But this is the first time in history that there has been more Republican registered voters than Democrat registered voters. First time in history. I don't know how it divvies up among states. I'm just saying in the U.S., really? A 4 a.m. alarm again? Really? Anyway, within the U.S., there was more registered Republicans than what there were registered Democrats. And I guess the voting turnout was like absolutely huge. Big shocker there.
Right.
With a monumental election like this one was. Of course.
It was so huge that in Wisconsin, I think it was Wisconsin.
Huge.
Wisconsin had more voters than they did actual registered voters.
Oh, Wisconsin was like that?
Yeah.
See, that was one of the things I wanted to look up. Unfortunately, I kind of ran out of time today, so I couldn't look all them stuff up. However, yeah, you can't see that. Here you go. Check this out. I have no idea if you can actually see that or not. Yeah, okay, that works. Okay, so here you go. This is by state, population. I have all this. You know, I might actually even put this in the, in the thing. I might actually do that. I have no idea what's going on right now. Okay, I probably shouldn't do that. You know, use that screen for doing stuff like that because then I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, should we take a break?
Sure.
Okay, we're going to take a break. I don't think I need that screen anymore. Crap.
Just don't push the red button.
I won't push the red button. All right, guys, just a couple minutes. Not yet. All right, guys, just a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Have you ever had an ailment that a normal over-the-counter remedy just couldn't fight? If this is the case, then boy, have I got the solution for you. Tussin. That's right, Tussin. Cough? Tussin. Cold? Tussin. Runny nose? Tussin. Itchy watery eyes? Tussin. Broken leg? Tussin. Tussin is the ultimate cure-all, guaranteed to stop anything that ails you. Tussin. Available wherever OTCs are sold. Welcome back. So, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, more
Shenanigans.
election shenanigans. Not the restaurant that they talked about in that one movie, starring that one guy that did that one thing.
Oh,
It was also in Dodgeball too, by the way.
dodgeball. We can sell blood and semen, not mixed together.
Oh crap! And Hello Machine over there in YouTube land. He said he clear coated the mud truck, whole bedside cracked. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. All right, so let's go ahead and get into more of these stupid shenanigans.
More shenanigans?
And hello, Spencer over there in Facebook land. Yeah, that thing was over yonder. All right, and thank you, Dave, for letting me know. And yeah, you have a good one. Drive safe. Keep the rubber down. All that other good stuff they say. You know. All right. What are we talking about? Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Fat lady.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. So yeah. All right, guys. All right. So this article. Did you see the county? The county vote log stuff. Which thank you for posting that on. Well, I'm assuming you've seen it since you posted it. I was actually kind of impressed on how Christian County voted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I knew we were red. I didn't realize we were quite that red.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Because we voted like 78 plus percent, 78 point something percent for Trump. All kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, Illinois, the majority voted for Biden. How did the separation? Because one of the things that was on the ballot was the separation, which I have no idea how that's going to work. But at any rate, separation, Chicago. We're trying to get rid of it. We don't like Chicago downstate. Chicago sucks. We don't like it at all. JB Gravy Sweats is a pain in the butt. We don't like him. So how did that actually go? I didn't look like statewide to see if, like that or the amendment to the Illinois Constitution. I didn't see any of that.
As far as the counties that had it on their ballots, they voted for it for a great majority. I mean, huge. But it's what was voted on was just informational purposes only. It's not a binding.
Oh, that's just to
vote.
see if the people wanted to actually do it.
Right, to see if they had enough response to move forward to the next different steps that they would have to take. Because if you didn't have the support, then there's no reason to put the money and the time and the effort into actually going forward and making it happen. So but they did, out of the ones they had on the ballots, they had an overwhelming support in those counties, including Christian County. So it gives them a good indicator of where to go, what to do next. As far as the so-called fair tax in Illinois, that was defeated. So our beloved governor is saying there's going to be cuts and everything else, and it's going to be painful. So, yeah, we'll see what goes on with that. And also our beloved governor, who's following the science of all this COVID and everything and telling his loyal subjects how to do everything during the COVID situation, has come down with COVID.
Oh, yeah. I seen that. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah. So my question is, how do you get COVID, governor, if you're following all the rules you have set down and are dictating to people? And if masks actually work, then how'd you get it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dave put something in there that makes me a little. Mm-hmm. He said that he didn't see my show on Spreaker, and of which case I'm like, that ain't good. I mean, it shows I'm live. Now I'm like, what show did I put that under? There it is. Well, no wonder why.
Well, why?
Oh.
Did you mess up?
Oh, yeah, I definitely messed up. I mean, not like horribly, but I messed up.
You messed up.
I messed up. And thank you very much, Dave, for the information. Now I gotta, I would say I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I would say that I can't believe I did that.
You were on a roll tonight too. I mean, I was rooting for you, man. And then just,
So basically what happened was apparently I had the stinking thing marked as private. So, I mean, yeah, I'm broadcasting live. It's amazing, but nobody can see it. I don't even know if I can fix this while it's actually going. See, yep, live. I didn't hear no fat lady.
You obsessed with fat? ladies.
I'm obsessed with fat ladies, but the stinking thing is not actually.
See, that's what threw you off. We started talking about fat ladies, and you just
the whole thing just went
yeah
gone. I can't believe I did that. I mean, I know what happened.
I can't.
Shut up. You hear that, guys? He's always picking on me. That's horrible. I can't even fix this until after the show. You know what? We're
Just go with it.
Hold on, I'm going to see if I can't there we go. Visibility, public. Let's see if that actually works. Hey, there we go. Now it shows I'm in there live. All right, Dave, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Now you can see me on Spreaker, even though I've had the stupid thing to where it was on private this entire time.
Dave, what would he do without us?
I can't wait.
Oh boy. Well, we got to give HoHo credit. You know, he did die and just came back to life recently. So, yeah.
Oh, so the machine put something in here. I'm the machine anyway. The machine put something in here. He goes, remember 2000? Bush was behind by thousands. We did not find out until mid-December who won. He ended up winning by around 600 votes. You're right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing, guys. I mean, like I said, I mean, I didn't hear no fat lady. It ain't over yet. You know, with everything that was going on, with how close all these races are, with the obvious, you know, okay, I'll get away from calling it fraud. Let's assume that everything happened in good faith. Let's assume that.
Excuse me. Sorry.
I know.
Sorry.
John the non-believer. John.
So let's assume. Did you like that one?
Yeah.
Charlie and Candy Mountain. Anyway, Candy Mountain, Charlie. Anyway, I'm sorry. Let's assume that everything happened under good faith.
John the
Okay, well,
non-believer.
stop it. We'll assume that everything done in good faith. All right. So you still have in 22 different states machines that malfunctioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Blame it on Skynet.
Skynet?
Skynet.
Maybe. So, yeah. So we'll just assume that everything is kosher, you know. Not that the Jews had anything to do with it, but, you know, we're still going with kosher. You know, I use that reference all the time, you know. It's just...
It's gotten us into a pickle.
It's a... kosher, pickles. That was good. So, yeah. We'll just assume everything that it happened in good faith. We'll also assume that, you know, no fraud per se happened. But we still have 22 different states that do need to be recounted, reevaluated, and numbers aren't finalized. And as far as I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they, still have to finalize, Arizona? I think, technically speaking, they finalized, Pennsylvania.
There's still a few states with quite a few military votes out as well.
Right. Are they actually going to count those this time? Because I know they didn't during 2016.
Or will they mysteriously become lost? Or you never know.
Well, they got lost somewhere around the line. Mm-hmm. And I know several states had to, I guess whenever they printed up the ballots, they didn't print correctly. And, something was weird on that. They had to, reissue the ballots and whatnot. I mean, I don't remember how many states that was, but I know that happened too, But here's the thing, guys. All right, here's where we're kind of, All right, this is kind of where I'm going as far as the rubber meets the road on this one. All right, guys. Let me find this one. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. The Squad. The Squad. So this headline out of Fox News. All right. The Dem Squad congratulate Biden and Harris. Now we can pursue the most progressive agenda in U.S. history. Now, that one, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that one should actually kind of scare you. Mm-hmm. Along with that picture right there. What in the world is that? Oh, yeah, Rashida Tlaib. Okay, anyway. That should scare you guys because, I mean, let's just face it. Their agenda is a Marxist agenda. Their agenda is going to destroy the economy with shutting down of fracking, natural gas, shutting down of the oil industry, making us dependent upon, oil from wherever else, Russia, Middle East, wherever we're going to end up getting oil from. Because just because you shut down the production to where we're no longer making it, doesn't mean that the roads where we're going, we don't need roads. Doesn't mean that the... It doesn't mean that the vehicles that rely on it are automatically not going to be out there anymore. Just because you eliminate oil being produced in the United States does not mean that you're going to eliminate the demand at the same time. Doesn't mean that. So you've got the economies in several different states, Pennsylvania being one of them, Texas being another one, North Dakota, I think. I don't know. There's several states that their economy is dependent upon natural gas, fracking, the oil industry, period. Okay? You're talking the Green New Deal, which they're wanting to implement, which you're talking, eliminating a lot of the, by 2025 or 2035, I forget which, totally eliminating, and this is hilarious, totally eliminating, totally eliminating fossil fuels. You're also talking about every single building being retrofitted and updated to be more energy efficient. Every single one of them. How are they going to pay for that? I have no idea. All this being done by 2035. So, we're talking 15 years away. They're also wanting to, they're doing all kinds of stuff with, the affordable fair housing, Highlander tax, whatever. I don't know. But a lot of different things. It's basically going to also ruin the economy, because, just because you want it to be so doesn't mean that it's automatically going to be so. You know what I mean?
And Biden's also said that once he's elected, that he's going to enter the Paris climate change deal.
Yeah.
Which is going to totally...
Yeah. Because that's the thing, man. With President Trump, one, he fulfilled the promise of moving the United States Embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. They've all promised it. He's the only one that actually delivered. He may have got us out of the thing that he just talked about. But even though we got out of it, which we got out of it because it was nothing more than a global financial money redistribution thing. That's all it was. Mm-hmm. That's all it was. That's the only thing this sucker was. That's it. Even though he got out of that, our carbon emissions went down a lot, significantly. Why? Because we let the private market innovate and do things. That was amazing. That lowered carbon emissions. Aren't we like one of the lowest of the industrialized countries that, our carbon emissions one of the lowest of all industrialized nations?
Oh, yeah, we are.
If not the.
And then China is outrageous, but they get credits through that program to...
Right.
They can bypass it, but yet they're polluting left and right. And
nobody wants to hold them accountable. not only that, you've also got, with the Iran, the nuclear deal, which was absolutely horrible. Got out of that.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, give Iran another $150 billion of cash and see what they could do with it?
Right. And he also, with the whole UN, actually holding states, other countries accountable, because this was the first time that, under his presidency was the first time that we quit just being the bank for every other nation in the UN.
Right.
And actually holding other countries accountable. It's like, hey, you know what? You need to do more. You need to pay more. You need to start paying your way. We're not funding this whole thing by ourselves, which is how it's been for quite some time. I also heard something else that was pretty interesting. And I believe it was Mr. Howard that had informed me of this. But did you hear, by any chance, about the UN moving their building or whatever down into Texas and UN troops being stationed stateside?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I haven't really gotten into it really.
We've talked before. I mean, we've known for years there's already UN troops here within the United States. I think one of the big hubs was in Pennsylvania. Not sure if that's still true, but,
I have no
but at
idea.
least one time it was Pennsylvania and Jacksonville, Florida.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I mean, not only that, but they had a lot of equipment that was here that they were, holding here. Like entire, like airports that were just full of UN trucks and God knows what else that was in there.
Right.
And I told whoever it was that had told me this, I told them, I'm like, dude, I don't care how you want it or what you want to call it. That's invasion of a foreign army. I don't see that going over real well.
Here's a scenario for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Biden pulls this off the way it is currently, and the election was a fraud. Votes were manipulated. Votes were, counted not the proper way. They get away with this. What's to say they don't try to implement getting rid of the Second Amendment by the legal voting means and manipulate that vote to where it passes and then go from there?
Dude, they're not going to have to do that at all, because they are going to, they're going to do their darndest to eliminate the Second Amendment as it is anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know this. There's enough of them that have already talked about they want to get rid of the Second Amendment. They want to restrict it so much that it's basically going to mean nothing. The right of the people to, keep and bear arms shall not be infringed is going to mean absolutely nothing. It already does. Yeah. To a lot of them people out there. Right now, the only thing looking up is the fact that we have a Republican majority on the Supreme Court, which isn't going to last very long at all.
Right.
Because, guys, make no mistake about it. There's a couple things that Biden is going to do, like right away. I forgot to put me back on the screen. Hi. There's a couple things that's going to happen right away. Okay, you're talking amnesty right away. Mm-hmm. Okay. Legalizing 6 million plus? No, I'm sorry, 11 million plus, and that's what we know of. 11 million plus illegal aliens. Let's call them what they are. Illegal aliens are going to be legal citizens by the stroke of a pen very, very quickly. Once he gets inaugurated, that's going to be one of the first things they do. All right. He's wanting to add 3 different states to the Union: Dominican Republic,
Puerto
Rico, and then he's also wanting to make Washington, D.C. a state, of which case I have no idea how that works, because that's going to have to be done by an amendment to the Constitution, because the Constitution says that this block of land we know of as Washington, D.C. is not a state. Very specific. Kind of like the Vatican in Rome. It's in Rome, but it's not of Rome. That's what Washington, D.C. is. It's in the United States, but it's not of the United States. So they don't have a vote. That's because most of these guys are supposed to live outside of D.C., and of which case they do have a vote. That's how that's supposed to be. Besides the homeless and the hookers who kind of live there, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. So that's number 2 that he's going to be doing. He's going to be using the affordable housing, whatever thing, a lot of words. Affordable care, housing, affirmative action thing, whatever. I don't even know what the thing's called. They're going to use that in order to position people where they need to ensure that states like, let's see, Texas and Florida never vote red again, that they will turn them and flip them all blue. That's another thing they intend on doing. And we know all this, guys, because they have told us this is what they're going to do. This is their plan. This is what they're going to implement. We know this. We might as well take them at their word, Kind of like Obama, whenever he was like, I'm going to fundamentally change the U.S., and guess what? He did. Mm-hmm. So that's number 2 of what he's going to do. Ensuring that another Republican that Republicans no longer ever hold power. That's what he's going to do. That's what they've told us he's going to do. They're going to do the Green New Deal, destroying the economy, putting us in the biggest depression, so much more worse than the Great Depression. We're never going to bounce back from it, guys. Never going to bounce back. We're never going to be a republic again. The republic is dead. Let's put it this way. If this election does go through and Biden actually wins, the republic is over.
Right.
Be right back. Do you work at any of the myriad of jobs where you might have to sit on your bum all day? Well, if so, maybe you know what it's like to suffer from the condition known as swamp ass. Well, if so, have I got the solution for you.
Anti-monkey butt powder.
That's right.
Anti-monkey butt powder.
You can use it indoors, outdoors, work or play, or on any occasion when you sit on your bum all day. Don't let your buns get red. Use anti-monkey butt powder instead. Available wherever anti-friction powder is sold. And we're back. All right, guys. So next, I've got to give you the bad news.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, not like the info that we've been talking about ain't bad enough.
Right.
Okay? Check out these two articles. One of them is from The Blaze. The other one is from The Daily Wire. Headline, AOC hit with blowback for calling for a list of Trump psychopaths. No, I'm sorry. Trump psychophants? What? To hold them accountable in the future. And this article, Daily Wire, Michelle Obama demonizes 70 million Americans who voted for Trump, support hate, chaos, and division. Why do I bring that up? It's a good question, right?
Yes.
They're going to use this to attack Trump supporters. You guys have heard of Trump derangement syndrome?
Yep.
They actually have. Now, this, guys, I'm telling you, pay attention. Pay attention. They actually consider being a Trump supporter a mental disorder. Okay? I don't know if you guys remember us talking about that a while back ago.
See where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm. They consider it a mental disorder. Do you remember that whole Obamacare? That now the federal government has their nice little grimy fingertips in healthcare?
Mm-hmm.
They have access to your healthcare?
Mm-hmm.
They're considering this, and they're going to do this, and they're going to use this information, classifying you as unfit to have a gun.
Mm-hmm.
They've wanted to do this before. They didn't have the support to do it. But, oh, gee, now that we've got a majority in the Senate of Democrats, a majority in the House of Democrats, yeah. Do you guys see the potential problem here? I hope that you do.
Yep.
Because this is potentially bad. And guess what? Just like being put on the do not fly list, there's not going to be jack diddly squat that you can do about it, because you are going to be guilty until proven innocent, and you're not going to be able to do that. Just like getting blocked on Twitter, you're not going to be able to appeal this, because it's just going to keep getting pushed back down to the bottom of the pile, and they're never going to reevaluate your situation. Consider your gun rights removed. Does that scare you? Does that terrify you? Do you think they'll do it? Do I need to remind you what some of the stuff that Beto O'Rourke, the guy from, Texas that, went up against, was it Ted Cruz in 2018? Wasn't it 2018?
I think so.
I think so. I don't remember. But do you guys remember that one? He flat said that, yeah, they and I even seen this meme on Facebook not that long ago. I don't remember if it was Biden or if it was O'Rourke or, the Beto, Billy Bob, whatever the guy's name was. He was like, yeah, I they want me to take their guns. I said, I want to take your guns. And they're like, come and take them. It's like, I don't think that's what that means. Kind of like the Spanish guy or whatever the guy was, the movie with the guy and the dude, when the chick, and the guy that wore the mask, and then the big guy, the Andre the Giant guy. Princess Bride, yes. The Princess Bride, good movie, by the way. That was good. That was funny, right? Yeah, you like that? Okay. Anyway.
Interesting times, man. Things don't change. This is probably the last 4 years of a legitimate election that we're going to have. I it's all south from here if this goes through.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the machine put in here, you mean Francis. I don't remember what the guy's name was. He was like the it's like, I don't think that means what you think it means. That, the guy that drank the poison and died. That guy, the short guy that was bald, him. I don't remember who that guy, man. All right, Princess Brides. Princess Brides movie. And I know I can't. Yeah, I know darn good and well I can't, spell. Yeah, so apparently I spelled it wrong. Yeah, too. I did, absolutely. All right, so play the trailer. I'm not playing the trailer. All right, so it was cast. Let's view all these people. He played that guy. Where's the... There he is. This guy. This is who I'm talking about. This guy right here, the Wallace Shawn guy. Him. He's the one that played the... Wow, I didn't mean to do that. All right, anyway, let's click off of that screen. So, yeah, him. He's like, the guy that did the thing and the stuff. Dude, did he ever have hair? Or, yeah, I mean, look at... Okay, guys, check this out. He looks young in this. Does he not? He looks young. Did he ever have hair?
Is he the same guy who plays Grand Nagus Zed on Deep Space Nine?
Who?
Grand Nagus Zed. I think it might be. He also plays on Young Sheldon. Is that the same guy? Kind of looks like him.
Now I'm going to have to check out his... Yep, Young Sheldon.
Okay, it is. He played Grand Nagus Zed on Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I thought he looked familiar.
He's got the voice like this.
Yeah, he definitely does have the voice like that. All right, I'm checking out his Wikipedia page. Yep. Yeah, because I'm curious now.
Yep,
Inconceivable. Him. Yes, that is that guy.
That guy.
Inconceivable. Yeah. Thank you.
Inconceivable, Ron.
Yeah, that movie was amazing. I mean, let's just face it. That movie was pretty stinking awesome. All right, so what'd you say? The
Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Mm-hmm. 90s.
Hey, he was in All Dogs Go to Heaven. Oh, it was in the 90s? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
94, between 94 and 98.
Doesn't say.
If it's him, then he was.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I am not seeing him. Wait, hold on. Film. Maybe that's not in the film.
TV.
Television. Here we go.
There you go.
Now we're cooking with fire. Let's see what we got here. Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He playing Grand Nagus Zek. Whoever that guy was. Inconceivable. Andre the Giant. That was pretty awesome. Him in that role, that was pretty funny. And then, of course, it also had Gideon in. If you guys are a Criminal Mind fans, the guy that played Gideon, he was Montoya.
That was him?
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You killed my father. Prepare to die. That was Gideon.
Wow. Yeah. I did not know that.
Absolutely. Let me hit the backward button.
That's like a big, huge, change from back then.
I know. I mean, you look at this guy. He's not changed one stinking bit.
No, but Gideon was that Ortega, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was the guy's name? Yeah, Antoya Montega. See, here you go.
Montega, I'm going to kill you now.
Prepare to die. See?
Okay, I can see it in the eyes.
And there's him as Gideon. Let me go ahead and bring this up for y'all. All right, let me... okay, here he is right here as whoever that guy's name is.
Ortega.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. And then there he is. And then I think this is a him now.
Wow.
He's changed a lot. Oh, here we go. Here's like a then. It's even got the humidor guy in it. Inconceivable. Anyway, I just like saying that. Inconceivable.
You make a good Ferengi.
I would too. So anyway, guys, what else we got? Let me go through
How do
my.
you top that one? It's inconceivable.
It is. It's inconceivable. Anyway, I need to like put
I was
that in
just
here
thinking
as a
that.
thing.
I was just thinking that you need a button for that.
I definitely need a button for that.
That would fit so perfectly in a lot of situations.
Dude, it so would. It so would. Let's go to
Anything happy? Or are we just out of luck?
So the good news is the COVID scare is finally over. Now that the election is done, nobody's talking about COVIDs anymore.
Except the governor of Illinois.
It's only because he's got it. Hopefully he's one of the... No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to be nice. Wow. You guys know where I'm going with that. Yeah. I ain't saying it, though. Yeah. So last Sunday, we moved our clocks back. That was awesome. How many of y'all screwed that up?
Did you screw that up?
Kind of. I mean...
Did you get any sleep that night?
I'm just actually kind of like, I looked up at the clock and I'm like, and that's pretty much what, I looked at the clock and I'm like, I didn't think it was that time. And then I looked at my watch and then it's like, one of these two don't look like the other. Well,
maybe Uncle Joe will sign an executive order to do what they were trying to do and eliminate daylight savings time.
It'd be nice if they'd actually do that because, it's like, there's like 5 farmers out there now. Why are we doing that?
Right.
We've got, why? I don't understand the whole daylight savings time anymore. Wasn't that done by, that one guy with the glasses?
Yeah, for energy efficiency or some crap like that.
Oh, it was energy efficiency? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. See, I don't even remember. And of course, by that guy with the glasses, I'm referring to the president on the $100 bill, Benjamin Franklin.
Wrong.
Talk about Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah.
All right, now you're going to make me consort.
Going to make you Google it.
Yeah, you're going to make me Google it. All right.
Who started daylight
we'll
savings time?
Started.
I'll drink about
There
that.
it is right there. Daylight savings time. Who started that? George Hudson.
Who?
Says George Hudson. All right, it says President Roosevelt.
Thank you.
But that's just only if you go to what president?
Yeah. Well.
Who established daylight savings time? It was George Hudson.
Right.
In New Zealand.
Who was president to make it happen here, though?
Yeah, but I really wasn't going to the president side of it. I was going to who started it, of which case I thought it was Ben Franklin. Of course, that's because of that one movie with that guy in it that chased around with that girl and had that other guy that did the thing.
Yeah, but Ben Franklin wasn't the president.
I know he wasn't a president. That's just one of them jokes, like what president's on the $100 bill? No, it's Ben Franklin. He wasn't a president. Crap, Inconceivable. All right, guys.
Did you hear they're making might be making a new dollar bill out?
Is it where are you going with this?
Well, they might make one or two of them. They might make was the $30 bill? Did you ever hear about that?
No.
And then the $40 bill. I think one of them is going to have Monica Lewinsky on it.
That blows.
And the other one's going to have Bill Clinton. But they're going to have to make a lot of them, they said, because one's too easy to blow.
Yeah, okay, I'll play it. Inconceivable. Now, actually, on a more realistic, true note, and it's been a while since I've heard anything about this, but I know they were talking about putting that one chick on
Harriet Tubman on the 20.
Yeah.
Take Jackson off. Yeah.
Has that gone anywhere? I mean, I haven't heard anything. No.
But now that Joe might be in, it might.
Well, I mean, I'm all for it, and all the Republicans supported having her on the $20 bill because, I mean, you know, she was a gun supporter. You know, she was a Republican. It was amazing. We had absolutely no problem putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill.
Well, now they might take Tubman off and put Camille Harris on it, but you're only going to see the top of her head, though.
I don't know. All right, guys. Do we have anything else like worthwhile?
Worthwhile? It's all going to hell in a handbasket. So,
but guys, here's the thing. No, it's not over just yet. Okay, don't count your eggs before the chicken sits on them. All right. Right? Yeah, it's not over yet. There's still hope.
What they said in Star Wars.
Yeah, right. The truth is out there. You know, that other kind of good stuff that they talk about. I don't have that sound effect. I don't even, never mind. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's not over yet. You know, it's, the fat lady ain't sung yet. We still got a little bit of time. Hopefully they can figure this crap out and all will be right in the world. Hopefully it'll be all right. And hopefully, even if they do actually win, you know what? Why did they do this? You know, over on the Dem side, you got a D. Over on the Republican side, it's got an elephant. Why don't they put the jackass on there? Because that's what they is. Anyway, you know, the animal that... Okay, never mind. Hopefully, they don't actually do as much as what they want to do, and they have some pushback by the people. That's what I'm hoping for. Really? That's a lot of... Sorry, I keep looking at stuff and reading. Anyway, that's all I got. Y'all have yourself... you got anything else?
No.
No?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all have yourself a wonderful day. Good night. Sleep tight. And if the bed bugs bite...
Try not to do the intro this time.
I screwed that up. All right. So, all that crap I usually say. Y'all have a good one.
Bite 'em back.
Yeah. This has been The HoHo Show. For more information, you can head to thehohoshow.com. And for the merchandise store, you can head on over to stinkpickle.com. That is stinkpikle.com. Until next time.